Welcome back, everyone. Where we left off last night. It's back to Gold Mining Sim. I think I've got pretty much everything sort of quasi-functionally figured out. The biggest thing with me right now is just getting the last alignment done so we can just basically diggy hole, hole, diggy. Now watch me forget that I did that. The more important thing is I don't really need to move these that often. But the motor on the end of these belts is what really needs fuel. I don't think I filled up the first one. So I have to take a cart out there and fill it, but that's okay because we'll hit the excavator at the same time. It's 5 p.m. Let's get stuff going here. I mean, we did blast through a good percentage of our cash flow, but we still have 3.6 million. So worst case scenario, if we can't afford at the end of this little epidemic here, we will, I think we'll try to focus this event. We'll focus on Nighthawk if it doesn't go well with the other. Which then again, I don't know how this is gonna go. So, frickety frack. Okay, I can see something going on here. Yeah, let me out. Let me out. Can't quite make it with this one. Shift. I do it like that. See, the beauty part is I can go into the regular mode and turn the units themselves off and just run the belts, which is actually pretty cool. So we're gonna put a scoop or two in there, and then we're gonna see if we'll follow it down, and we'll see if it actually works. Export right. What are we looking for here? Pretty damn good. I'm looking for this one. Pretty damn good. And we did actually fairly well this time. Okay, that's weird. I'm not sure how I feel about this. This doesn't usually work this way. Alright, let's grab the fuel cart. Let's go fill this up. We'll fill up the last guy, the belt drive down there, and then we'll then see how everything is going to play out. The other guy is running, so I don't know where there might be a fuel holes for him or not. Fuel holes? I speak good. I even slightly Asian, just me no speak today. I mean, I got up strangely late. I don't know. I don't usually sleep in, but I mean, I was sleeping in. I guess I needed to sleep. I guess that's the main thing. That's the main takeaway. I wonder, because if the other one isn't a light, is this one also a fuel? Holy crap, it is. So this must be the belt drive fuel pump thing. Well, that's sucking back the fuel. So that begs the question, do I need this on? What is on? Throttle mode. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. I would have to say, because we're going to get everything running real quick here, we'll get, excuse me, we'll get that all going. We'll get those running. As we go along here, well, I mean, I'm right here. I might as well turn that on. We'll just drive down the block here. This one. We'll get him running. This is quite the production. We'll come up here. Yay, swine. I'll just drop the nozzle on the ground. I mean, that's effective, right? That's what we need to do. Won't turn him on quite yet. I'll get the other machine here. Seems like quite the production. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but we're going to find out. And he's down on fuel too, so we'll bring him to the cut. So this really is quite the production. We shall see what this works out as. So that's all fueled up. So since the fuel hose is here, I'm going to do it like this. So then it doesn't really have to go any further. Excuse me. Not quite enough hose. Somehow that worked out. There we go. We'll drain the rest of this. We'll get this guy going. Oh, that's not running yet. Oh, she's gonna drink all of it, I'm pretty sure. Now I'll get this thing back before the end of the night, get her fueled up again, because we're probably gonna... The biggest thing is we're gonna be running a lot of fuel. That is now our biggest expense. I have 1%. Here you go. Good thing my gasoline engine pickup truck is burning diesel fuel. A whole lot of questionable with that. We'll drive down here and then we'll start feeding the plant, and then we're going to see how this all works out. This is the first time I'm running conveyors and everything else and seeing how this works. Our truck, not saying our truck was anything wrong with it or anything bad with the way we were doing things. It's just this, oddly enough, works actually usually way better than what the other does. All right, first scoop. Technologia. Technologia. Oh, there's 12% already going up. What? Why can't I diggy? Now, the next question is there any more speed out of that, or is that what it does? Yeah. Yes, it has high speed. Biggest thing is I want to make sure that after clunky clunky and coming up, there we go, it lands on here. Cool. Lands on this one. So speed and power. Here it comes. It'll land on this one and go. Yep. It does. Now we get to see if the last part works. Clearly it does. I just want to make sure the alignment all is set up correctly so that all we have to do is dig and go. Yes, it is. Because the pail flickers once in a while, but you know what? I don't need the conveyor and stuff running. All I need is the orange piece to work. Yeah, that was running at 0, so right. Everything's lined up. Let's give her hell. Let's see what we can do in a short period of time. We'll wait till these things are basically at like 20%, and then we'll fill them up. I think that's going to be a steady stream of frickin' pay just going. Now I don't know how deep these holes are. Oh, I was going to say, I've just heard a cow. I did just hear a cow. There's moo-moos on the hill. The water source is flowing again. And we have dirt going all the way up. Hydraulic hose is almost broken. On what? Well, probably this. I'm seeing that one almost broken. Where's that one? This would be helpful if you told me which one was broken. I mean, I could see it on the excavator. This is my original excavator, and well, it's kind of a duh moment. This thing has seen things. A fair bit of depth to this hole. Like, I got those belts cranked. There we go. Found the bottom finally. So we are Moving a fairly substantial pile of dirt around here. There ain't that much difference in belt. We got her cranked. We are moving dirt. As long as the wash plant can keep up, we're good. And I'm pretty sure that plant should be able to keep up. Come on. Diggy my hole. You know. Can't spend all day waiting around for it. You're taking hard ground. Well, fuck, I know that. It's bedrock. It's where the gold lies, right? Oh, that is the broken one. Okay. It is on this machine. I just saw it flicker. But we almost got one square already this morning cleared off. So on parcel 3, we're now up here. And we still have 106. Like, I mean, there's 200 in there before, so we still got a little ways. We are in 85th. We were 82nd, but can't even see us. Welder bore's at the bottom now. Flint actually made it up to 10. Denarius is 11. Yeah, I'm up here. I got like glut and the rest of them, but if I have a cleanup of like 3,000-4,000 ounces, I'm blasting past everyone. And that's basically what I'm going to be working on. It's just going to be... I might do a cleanup after these things basically run out of fuel. But we'll gauge it then, because they'll be like, yeah, okay, we can do this. Because I should be able to burn through like 4 or 5 of these squares easily. This makes strip mining a lot quicker. Because face it, no matter what, I mean, I was doing pretty good with that truck. And, oh, the other side's almost broken. So yeah, I was doing pretty good with moving with the rock truck. Don't get me wrong, I did a decent job, but the big issue with that is I still had to move it. So no matter what I did, I still had to move back and forth with the rocks and everything else. This system just takes it directly to the plant. There is no moving. All I do is sit in this machine for like 10-12 hours a day and dig the hole. Nothing to it, just dig that hole. And by the way, guys, that we do have a sponsorship running right now. So if you guys want to check that out, there should be links coming up in both YouTube and on Kick. I know the Kick one just popped up, and that, of course, is for G2A. They're doing a big sponsorship run right now, and I actually kind of like it. I was looking at a couple of the games again going, well, geez, you know, their system actually works pretty good. So what it is if you use my link, you get an extra discount. But what they have is you watch a few videos or ads, you could say, and it the more ads, the more time you watching those ads, all of a sudden you get better discount in buying games through them. And I mean, I bought games through them before. They're really good. I can't say anything bad. Just pop your Steam key into Steam and away you go. It works. So yeah, make sure if you want to check that out, click those links below, because I mean that is a good system in my mind. I like it. And I know I'm kind of the one of the guys that goes, oh, it's a fucking ad. I don't want to watch an ad. But watch the ad, seriously, because I mean, you watch an ad for like, even say you watch 10 minutes of ads. Well, that's like 15% off. I mean, I'm cheap, but all of a sudden I'm going, fuck, I'll watch an ad and wander away for 10 minutes. I'll do a bathroom run or something, right? I can do that, and then I come back and I get a discount? Yeah, so make sure to check that out. The links should be in the description, or should maybe in the descriptions, but yeah, they're going to pop up in chat anyway, so make sure to check that out. And it helps me too. It helps me give you guys more good content and more opportunities to keep doing this stuff for you. I'm curious. I am curious. I'm actually a curious sort in a general sense. Where are we sitting with this one? Are we almost done this block? Should I be digging more of this block? I should not. We're basically to the point where, I mean, we'll clean up the rest of this little side piece here and probably end up taking most of that other one, but yeah, we're basically done it, so. But while I'm here, I can dig this one out a bit more as well. The only thing that really sucks is when I have to move these things and then the alignment cuts out of whack. But we'll figure that out. We have a ways to go. We can dig a lot of ground in this period of time before we actually have to move this thing. Probably about 5 or 6 blocks. And it is actually kind of funny how much ground we're actually moving by doing this. It doesn't seem like much, but if you, for example, if we go like this, we are 4% of the wash plant already, which is kind of huge. No idea what. Oh, it's 72. It's 72% fuel on it, so we do kind of have to watch the fuel levels, because that's the one problem with the Frankensteins is, yeah, you upgrade your efficiency, but holy crap, it comes at a price. And using the big excavator, or the huge excavator, not even the big one. Yeah, we are moving ground. I don't even know what it's going to be like at the end of the day, because we moved a ton of dirt for the other one, and that's the reason why we're sitting at what we're doing. And our new goal, I was originally thinking of the new goal being 20,000, but let's be honest, we're going to blast past that in a real short period of time. So the new goal is, of course, 50,000 ounces of gold for this season, which I still think is achievable. I didn't before, but I was thinking I would be lucky at 10,000, but we screamed up to 12,000 in a very short period of time. And I've never used the Orange Beast up until now, and I'm looking at it now going, I shouldn't have been buying the other stuff. I should have just went in with the Orange Beast. I was leery of it, and then it's like, you know, I should start buying into it and stuff. We do have $90,000 a day for cost just on machines. But now that we're slamming into this, we will dig an incredible amount in a short period of time. It wouldn't surprise me if we got up to like 10,000 yards a day. I've missed a little bit, but not bad. This is a pretty steady stream of dirt going right here. I guess maybe I don't have to run them this fast, but I like them having going faster, just because there's nothing sitting left on the belt. But we basically have a steady stream of pay dirt. I mean, the last cleanup we had from the last piece of the donkey cut, that was pretty self-explanatory on that one. That one, we had the first cleanup was 3%. We got about 512. The next one was about a 12% cleanup, and we got about 1,100. And then the ultimate one last night was us sitting at about 25% of a cleanup, and that one produced about 3,000 ounces. Just bam. So that's why I say we're blasting through ground pretty quickly. And the last 3,000 ounces that we got is part of this day. So I don't know. I don't know how much ground we've dug, but we've dug a pile. And these Frankensteins, I've used them before. And I mean, with the large excavator that I was using the last time, not the huge one, but the large one, it worked out being maybe actually only about 2 to 3, actually not even that, I think it was maybe only 1,000 yards extra a day, versus what trucking it was. Because my system with the trucking actually does work pretty good. It's just this way, I think with the large beast and the huge excavator, we are increasing our efficiency tenfold with it. Because I honestly do believe we're doing much better with it. And pretty soon I can start working towards myself, which is the really good gold. This stuff is not as super rich. I still got 125 in that one. Fuck it, I didn't take that one. 352 in that one and 500 out of this one. But as you can tell, the gold isn't really. I think basically it's just sitting in this corner. I think that's where, or the fourth corner, the fourth corner. Be prepared for the fourth side. Holy crap. Just making sure the link actually sort of gets directed correctly. It does. It does indeed. Watch and save, which actually, like I said, is pretty good. I like it. I actually wondered, I'm going to copy this one, and actually, you know what? I'm just going to do the whole thing, just in case this one doesn't do it. There we go. For everyone on YouTube side, that is the link to join with that. Make sure to check it out. I just wanted to make sure that was popping up there for everyone. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So that's why just double check if you guys are getting it on the YouTube side or not. That's the link that I was talking about with sponsorship. Yeah, I think it's all in this corner right here. It's the problem child. Okay, well, if it's a problem child, we'll just dig out the problem child. There we go. No more problem. Alright, let's head back to this piece. I'll be backing up pretty soon. But the thing is, I could go backwards and probably do another 2 blocks behind it, just because of I have the reach with this monster to do this. Can I get the full? There we go. No, you may not have the full. Now we're cooking with diesel. We're actually still doing all right. Like, I don't know, once the equipment is empty, what that's actually going to equate to. And when we go to fill up everything and we're going to do the cleanup and all that between the fuel ups. Not that we need to. I'm going to fix the hoses on this track hoe too, because I should put the really good ones on, and I don't have to worry about it. But definitely digging the dirt out right here. This is a short path for the excavator, that's for damn sure. I wonder if I can do a bucket curl and clean some of it up off the edge too. As long as that didn't kick it out of whack for down there. You will know when it starts creating piles. And it does, it creates piles. And you're going, what? Doesn't take much for the alignment to all of a sudden kick off and get all screwed up. Well, that's a pretty steady amount of material that's going to the plant there, so I think effectively we're doing just fine. I don't know what this equates to. Actually, last time we moved or took a look, we were just finishing off that first square, and we've done another square plus a bit, so let's just take a quick gander. The furthest one. We're almost at 10%. I think we're also at 50% for the unit. Nope, 67. We're doing all right. Okay. So yeah, we've already got 10% of a wash plant full. That's not taking near as much time. We are definitely moving some dirt. And it's 11:06, so I guess we are going to actually find out pretty quickly how much dirt we've moved. And I'm going to have to start trucking this thing backwards a bit. I don't even know how much. Oh, it's still saying 103 in that one, 215 and 57. So at this point in time, I can. Nope, back in, please. Nope, back in, please. I don't have to carve as much down on these ones. I just have to clean it. Probably about that height. So yeah, we are chewing the ground. Still not entirely sure how much we're going to actually have, but I guess again we won't know until we try it out and see what we're going to work with. By the time these things are needing fuel, I'm thinking we're probably going to be close to 25% again. Especially since when you actually think about it, and we were last up there, they were just turning over to 10%. We are probably closer to 12% now. I don't know. Next time, I don't know if we're going to have the full speed demon. We might try to conserve a little fuel and see if it just is a steady stream versus... I mean, it's steady stream right now, but that's only because we're just right on it. If I'm further away, I might need to knock her down a peg. Definitely some cows there. Although it is really nice to just move the dirt. It's going to cost us small fortunes to shit, I gotta go here and buy the fuel, because I mean we're going to need as much fuel as possible with all this stuff. So actually, while things are running, let's just quickly do a fuel run real quick. The belts and everything will run dry, but who cares? It doesn't take that much to... I'm not going to do the Jenny, because the Jenny isn't... It's down to 96. We're... Excuse me? It's not bad. Excuse me? Ah, this is the conveyor side. So why did I fill up the other side last time? No idea. Okay, well, I don't think I need to climb up the backside of this. I am monkey. Monkey. Monkey, monkey. A little bit it burns while I'm doing this. So while this is filling up, what is the wash plant sitting at? Oh yeah, exactly like I said, 12%. Oh, there we go. Actually, we didn't do as much dirt moving as I thought. That was only 4,000 yards. I guess this is going to be the real test with these machines, what it's doing. Oh yeah, right. And we're down because of the truck. We're actually only doing 89,000 now instead of the extra 3,000 it was. $4,000 yards. Then all I have to do is drive this back, fill it up, and go again. Well, it's not like we're actually wasting too much time doing this. 'Cause we're not. We're here. Crash. I'll top this thing up too. So if I did a shovel full, can I dump it in here? I don't even know if it did nugget. The excavator's still fine until it breaks. And then everything is too far. Fuck's sakes. Stupid thing. Don't want to get any closer to that friggin' hole, you bastard. Where are you? Can't see a damn thing. No! Get off the stupid ladder. I don't want... Where is the hose? Where's the fucking hose? Can't see the fucking hose. Didn't it clamp? There you are, you stupid thing. That's the biggest waste of time, is trying to deal with that stupid thing. Sometimes it just likes to be a beach. Yeah, so we'll take out the rest of this. I don't think there's that much left in this one. 57 through 15. Okay. There's 500 in that one, 562 in that one, 555, 510. There's some serious gold in the stuff behind us. Okay, let's see what we end up with here. Off we go. And yes, it is running, but that's not bad. 16%. We are definitely going to burn through more fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn this up here. I'm going to disconnect it. I'm going to refill it. I'm going to attempt to wiggle my ass out of this little situation here. I'm going to go up to here, refill the water. That's good. Go up here, drive down this slippery slope. Truck did not like that. Somehow my diff lock is off again. Not sure why. Go into here, go into here. Equipment store, parts. We need some hydraulic hoses. Because I might as well. It's a little downtime, yes. I know I just filled everything out, or filled everything up, and it's a waste of time to a point. But I also don't want these hoses to break while it's digging down into a hole, because how the fuck am I getting it out of there then? The fuck? Okay, well, there's an impenetrable piece of tape that I couldn't see. Alright, urgency mode. I'm pretty sure it's the wrench, thank you very much. I was going to say, how much does it take? Oh, still can't reach it. I can't fucking reach it, you dumb piece of shit. Oh, you gotta finish the repairs first. That's nice. Shitty hose. New hose. Give her the sweet, sweet loveliness. Why am I sinking downwards? The end about the box is being a bitch. Apparently I'm sliding away on this too. Okay, we're gonna do the other hose too, because this one is not any better. Might as well replace both of them. They're both in bad shape. Like if I used the gun, it would probably tell me that it's 28%. We were probably fine for a little bit. Really? Apparently I cannot take that off. It's because I'm here, or is it because... Huh? Get on the roof. There we go. Oh, I don't want that one on there. Whatever reason. Get on the truck, please. Now I can't put it back on. There we go. Have to be in the right spot, I guess. Oh, just the girlfriend. We are apparently completely useless without each other now. Because, I mean, we really are getting to the point where we cannot be separated. It's a weird feeling. It really is, because I've actually not been in a relationship quite like this one before. I mean, that's saying something, because I've been in probably more than about 30. I don't know if there's anything in this stuff down here, but we're gonna dig it out anyways. There we go. I'm still gonna attempt to dig some of this. We got new, improved hydraulic pressure. Even though we've burnt up 10% of our fuel just to try to fix our freaking track hoe. But I think it is important, because more increased productivity is that much more increase of everything else. There we go. Now we've got some production going. We're just gonna go like that. There's 54 ounces left in here, but I don't know. I don't think there is any more. See, I'm gonna keep going backwards till I can't reach this conveyor belt anymore, because that'll tell me kind of where I need to be. Because I don't want to have to move these things any more than I have to. If I have to move 2 of them or 3 of them at a time, it's going to take a bunch of time. So I'm kind of at the point where it's like, okay, well, let's get as much done before we have to move these damn things. I could even, technically speaking, I could drive around and I could come over here and do a bunch of digging too before I have to move it. Alright, let's take a look to see what we're sitting at now. Gold map. This one is still 100. This one's at 9. This one's at 225, but we know where it is. So I'm gonna going to do this. We're going to start working after this one. So this one is saying 225. This one's 500. The ones over here are not as rich, but they're still worth digging. We're still making that big bank. And we need a piggy bank. We need now that we got all this stuff, we need $90,000. Or 90,000. Fuck. Yeah, well, I need 90,000 a day too, but no. Actually, in retrospect, I need $10 million to buy the best ground we could possibly buy. We're a few pennies short at the moment, but I mean, at 3.5 million, we're not that short. If that makes any sense. We're not suffering, if that has any consolation. We can dig a lot of ground for what we have. And we've had some pretty decent production going on now for since we came back and got everything fixed. So let's take a quick gander at the Frankenstein up here. We're at 15%. So that's not bad. Again, not sure what that's going to equate to, but next time I deem that we need to fill everything up, that's when we'll stop and do a cleanup. Bucket is stuck. My bucket is stuck. Bucket is stuck. There we go. So I don't know. I've dug out 4 main squares now, and we're at 15%. I'm kind of thinking that we're probably going to be sitting at about at least 2,000 ounces. You never know. Maybe it's less, maybe it's more. I don't know. We'll see what the orange beast gives us in the end. I'm gonna have to move again. This increased production rate is nuts. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rapidly get out of reach here. I think what I'm going to end up doing is going backwards here. And we're just going to dig this rest of this section out like this. So this should work. Again, I'm trying to do everything as much as possible before I have to move the wash plant. Or not the wash plant, the conveyors. That is my main goal, is to do as much as possible without having to readjust them or move them, because that's downtime. Hoping I can get a lot dug out before then, because then it just adds to the amount that we get for our cleanup. mean, we're still doing pretty good. They have 15% of a wash plant already. Come on. You can dig if you want to. The rest just went off the side there, which is not great. There we go. Now I've got a better digging platform. I might as well dig this one while I'm at it. It don't matter so long as the dirt goes to the plant and we start making some of that cash. I still want to say I'd be comfortable buying that plot of land for about 5,000 ounces, which again means I need 5,000 ounces. Okay. At 77% on here, there's probably about, oh, good 68% back there. But we should also be closing in on that 20% mark. Okay, printer, settle down now. It wanted to say his 2 pieces. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to see if it conserves a bit more fuel. I'm going to knock these belts down a couple. I'm going to go to the second stage of on. That one. Okay, and this guy is H. Well, we're at 18%. We are cruising pretty good. Hey, money's money. I am happy. Why am I walking back like a peasant? So by knocking the speed down, we should have less of the in-between, which gives me more of an opportunity to get this going. And it's more of a steady production. Like, it's still chewing through the ground at a pretty good rate. Be nice to have the belts about 50% full, just to have that steady amount going all the way. Not to mention, it doesn't wear your belts out as fast. It allows me to actually dig these down and not be so stressed out of I gotta feed it, I gotta feed it, gotta feed it, gotta feed it, gotta feed it. I still do, but it's just not near as bad. See, now I got myself stuck in a position, and by the time I come back, it's like, oh well, cool, it's been steadily feeding. So now if I go back to the first Frankenstein, where we changed it, there we go. It's just a steady run. We're at 19% already. Holy crap. And we're at 71% fuel. So yeah, she is just steady. It hasn't, oh yeah, just starting to hit that. There we go. I like that much better. Oh, we're down to 10%. Quit looking at our protection, you idiot. Yeah, this one's definitely going to be an interesting cleanup. Okay, just starting to dig into that one. I'll fill this belt up quite a bit with this stuff, and then I'll start digging out the far reach one, because I think I might be able to reach it all. I think. I don't think we're also burning near as much fuel having it ramped up like that. Holy crap. Seems like a steady approach. Yeah, I actually don't know if I can reach all of that one, but one thing about it is I could move the track hoe, like fill up the belt entirely, and then dig it out, bring it forward, and then do it. Also depends on how much gold's in that far one. 200. There's 500 in that one, 400 in this one. Only 94 left in that one. That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense, because there's not that much left in this. %. More or less, I'm just working it down here, so see if I actually got that square cleared out more. Still says 94. Only other place I can see is back here. With our steady stream, we should actually be doing pretty decent on our numbers. I am really interested to know how much we're going to get out of this one. What? It's now 118? How did we get 118 out of this one? It's 94. Did we find a mystery pile? We found the mystery globe. It's producing 3 times the amount that we normally have. I mean, to a point, I can see where it might be hung up and marking different, but it's got to be back here. Well, there would be 60%. There be a pile. 102. Oh, she did go gray for a second. You're getting close. I just want it down a bit. There we go. There we go. And same thing, I think it's that corner. A mystery of 18 ounces. There, I'm going to take it off now. So that one's 500 in that corner. So we definitely need to take that far square. As much as we can out of it. Because this is my largest distance I can take. So I'm fairly close, so maybe if I ziggy-zaggy myself, I might be able to catch more of it. I go up over here. Okay, yeah, I'm still a good distance there. And now I can, yeah, that's better. I can catch half of that one. Yeah, I like that. It's like my feeder belt is getting low. That's why I slowed it down, so I could do this over here. And with a steady amount like that, maybe it's washing it more thoroughly? Oh no, we basically started with full ramp up speed, so we went for broke. It may not be the greatest idea, but we went for broke. All right. $67 there. $69 there. Oh, all of a sudden the next one lit up nice and yellow, so that's good. So I'm just gonna go check the upwards Frankenstein, because this is a steady stream. 69% there. Yep, 22% across the board. So yeah, the next time we go to fill up, that's when we're going to when we really going to do a cleanup to see. Because I'm interested in knowing how much we've taken out. And I mean, technically that score is pretty much done, but 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares so far. We have definitely removed a fairly substantial amount of dirt. And some of these were 500 ounces apiece. So, in theory, I'd really want to say we've probably removed a good 1,500 ounces. I mean, if we went up 1,500 ounces out of here, that would get us about 15,000. So we'd get, we go past these two, that, and somewhere in glute or that, I think. I think. I don't actually know, per se. I'm just sort of hypothetically figuring this stuff out as I go. Because, I mean, we do have a fair bit that we're doing. As soon as this one goes under 50% for fuel, I think that's when we'll shut them down, we'll do the cleanup, we'll fuel everything, and then we'll see where we sit. Because at that point, we're probably doing all right, but we'll basically run the belts empty too, because it won't take us long at that to fill the belts back up. Friggin' cows. So I'm curious. There's 215 left in that one. There's only 300 left in this one. There's 160 left in this one. So out of two of them that were 500 ounces, we have removed a pretty substantial amount. How am I struggling with this? Well, it's 6:45 a.m. Basically, this would have been like a 6 to 8 hour shift. So on a 6 to 8 hour shift, well, we've moved a bit. Kept the plant running all night, that's for sure. Really surprised that one hasn't poked back up the yellow. Unless that one's just all of a sudden went 0. I mean, that is possible. Oops, slow white. How much is left of that one? 52. Yeah, that'd be the reason. I think at this point we basically just dig off the sides and clean up on that one. 54%, so that really is a steady stream of dirt going. Actually, there isn't too much dirt out of either one of those left. We've cleaned a pile, that's for sure. So that one's probably, it's only got 159 left. That one's got 114, so even that one we've effectively got most of it out. Or a really good chunk of it out. %, 52% diesel. I'm gauging this one on 50% because if I go under 50 here, I'm actually probably about 42 up there. So that'll be a good opportunity to shut everything down, and as this one empties out and all that. But yeah, no, I'm quite curious to know how much gold we're gonna get. We're rapidly finishing off Pine Valley now. We're like, before it was like it's a struggle, right? Now it's like it's not a struggle. We're gonna need ground quickly, and I'm hoping that we get a fair good cleanup out of here, because it really depicts where we're gonna go. Because I mean, I can afford Nighthawk right now, so that is a good backup. But to go from 2.4 to 10 million, that's the real key. I think one more scoop and we're going to be shutting it down. She doesn't say 50 after this one, and I go one more. She didn't say no. There we go, there's 50. This is the last scoop. So that's shut down. It'll take a little bit for it to burn through 87% of a conveyor belt, so I will burn this thing down to the fuel tanker, because we're going to need it, obviously. That's full. Gotta remember, every time I do this, I gotta refill this. We'll fill up the water before we're done for the day too. I'll fill up the big guy first, since it's gonna take a little bit of time to get the dirt all out of that conveyor. And if we need more, we can always pick up more. We got 42%. Ooh, planters on sale for 26% off. Beast is done. Oh, can I actually drive through here? Sketchy. Okay, that's 1%. By me riding that, it seemed to have slid. There might be a little bit left on that belt, but not that much. Down to 34% on this guy. I'm gonna have to get more fuel. These things are thirsty. Yep. Not even going to challenge it. Just going to go get more. And we are getting real close to figuring out what kind of material is in that stuff. Hang on. It's going to take a bit to fill that up. And go over here, shut this one down. H. There we go. We're all shut down. I mean, in a day, we've probably burned through a good 10,000 gallons, maybe? No. Start, you bastard. So I can switch the water over. Run the other things. These actually don't take that long to fill. Oh, this one was full. It's that one that isn't. Oh, that's right too. It didn't actually drop on the ground this time. Hey, I got this for the first try the last time. What the hell? There we go. Doesn't take much. It's not a very big fuel tank for this little motor that's in here. But hey, it runs all my stuff. It gets stuff from point A to point B. It's good. Jenny is still at 90%, so that's not bad. We'll park her here as it wanders away. Okay. Let's get things organized here. Okay, I can still wander through there. That's good. Well, pitter patter, let's get at her. Let's see what the oblong cut. I thought it was the obtuse cut, but I reread it. You guys told me that it's the oblong cut. It is kind of oblong. It's a bit off. So we can get going on that. We get to see how much is in this stuff. And turn my other light off. That's a annoying light source. And go back over here. More of these grills off. It's easier to do it all the way down. Okay, is it actually clean? It is. Now I take the dirty ones as I clean these ones up. Okay, that's good. I keep tripping over these, so let's just put them back on. I am very, very curious though how much gold is in this stuff. I know you guys are too. Considering we've cleared pretty much this entire corner, and there's not even that much left in this one. This entire corner out in one cleanup. It's a little unnerving to realize that we're rapidly running out of ground. Alright, this goes into here. I'm just gonna wait until this is all done. What did I bring it back to? Did all that work and didn't bring back to? Nope, not yet. Definitely a little bit more pay dirt in these than what the old one was. And these ones only have 4 in the last run. And yeah, I know I should leave it to 100% because it's just going to be easier. Somebody wants to work for me. You know what? Let's go take a look at that right away. I'll drop this off so it can fill up again. Stuck on the damn bumper. Well, on the way past, I'll make this a double effort. We used actually a fair bit of water, but because that's the second time I filled that up. Let's go take a look. I really would like a mechanic, but even if there's a Frankenstein operator for better efficiency, that would be good. Unassigned. That's the dump truck one. Yeah, we're gonna have to fire her because I don't need her. Conveyor belt hopper. Because even one of these guys, like, I mean, these guys auto swap. This guy is assigned to this, but I don't need him either actually now because I don't use it. I like the guys, but you can't change them. So that was a massive bummer. That was a bummer, dudes. Bummer. Alright, back to what we were doing. Because, I mean, if there was something that increased the efficiency of me cleaning this stuff out, then yeah, of course, I would want that. But we did not have that. The last 4, and I can grab these. Nuggetier's done. Oh, it's not done. That's full. I forgot to dump the damn thing out again. That works better. Funny how that works. No, they're clean. Oh, that is going to be brutal. Where the hell did my magnetite trailer go? Do I see my magnetite trailer? I might just have to do the pails and then find the magnetite trailer wherever it's disappeared to. It's not even down there. Alright, put these back on one step at a time. Get everything organized. Okay. Because I don't see it anywhere around here. Not back here. Not over there. Oh, there it is. Oh, we'll just do the pails for now. Okay. That's bloody rich. They'll say my tight is full. Bucket is full. Let's put the bucket over here. And I know everyone's going, well, why are you still doing the magnetite? Because it's extra cash. And the gold, I love the fact that it's not like 50-50%. It's strained. Well, one thing about it is I'm not really paying attention with the magnetite, how much is there or anything. We're only doing the gold. So let's see. Let's see what our gold weigh is. Well, we broke our 1100 that we figured. There was at least 2,000 in there so far. Not bad. I mean, when you consider 2,700 ounce cleanup is damn good. That beats out of the water the other plant. So yeah, we went from 84 to 78 in a very short period. So we were we were here just underneath lunar, and now we're all the way up here at 17,000. So that's why I said it was pointless for me to make a goal of 50,000 for the season because of what we're at right now. Because, I mean, if we got another 2,000 ounce, that's 19,000. We'd be up past alpha at 74. And then if the Burt or all these, that's 20,000. We're doing pretty good. So our system works. Our system is actually working quite well. I don't think, because we have 3.4 million right now, I don't think I need to worry about going to town and smelting a brick or two yet. I guess it depends on the gold price, but I don't think we actually have to worry about it. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to zigzag those. We might as well not be paying for them because we're not using them, right? Get rid of the conveyor and hopper, and the easiest way to do that is simply drive up here, transport them out, transport them back in, and then we can just get rid of them. That's a transport, isn't it? Yes. Oh, conveyor belt. Conveyor hopper. You know what? We're just gonna do it like that. We're not gonna double it up. I shall be back. We are going to go down to Riverton to Rivertown. And we're going to use this one because this one is way easier to get at, and we're just going to hook up a string line to it, and we're just gonna drag it straight across. We don't need to do much. We just need to. Actually, this one I don't even need necessarily a string. I just need to move it a little bit. It's fine if it falls over. Is it enough? It is enough. Okay. Sell. Yes. So that's one less that we don't have to pay for. I know, it's not that much, but it adds up, right? Like, the main conveyor was $3,500. This is $11. So that's $4,600 that we don't need to be paying for. Same thing. I'll just hook up like this and not give her the beans so much. Nope, that didn't work. Just drive over that. All right, change plans. Let's try the old-fashioned push it with the front end thing. And with the diff lock on, this thing don't turn worth a shit. Evan, you're slowly moving. You're moving in the right direction, I can tell you that much. And I'm actually kind of happy that we are getting rid of these for the other reason of we're not using them, so not paying for them, but we also don't need to do the freaking maintenance on them because I never did anything with these, right? And that is kind of the concerning part. There we go. There's two less things that we're paying for. Which is actually a rather huge positive. Alright, we can head back up to our other facility. So $4,600 a day. That's minus. So that's off of 88. almost 5. That's 8 down to 83. The only thing we're basically paying for is those conveyor runs because we couldn't afford it at the time. We still have... I had 2 planters. Well, no, they're there. Oh, yeah. The hoses on these things are pretty much toast. At some point, we got to take those out and get rid of them. Because that's an extra cash. But I think about 100,000 each. It's not much, but it's something. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the conveyor first. Yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest thing is I'm going to go down here before I turn all these on. I'm going to load it up and then turn it on. And then that way we can sort of gauge what we need to do. We're actually, again, we're not doing too bad. I'm just going to refresh my one thing here. Wait for it. There we go. And like I said before, guys, if you guys are new here or been around for a while, just not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button because it's one of the best ways to support the channels. And actually, because it's been a little while and people have come in and out, I'm going to copy my link again. One of them's going on, but the YouTube side is not actually working for it. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the whole thing. I want the whole message. There we go. That's the sponsorship. And what the sponsorship is, it's actually for G2A. And it's actually a new sort of program they're doing with it. And that's if you watch X amount of videos, like your ad videos, you get a discount off on your games that you want to purchase. And I honestly think that's a good system. I'm usually the one that actually hates those kind of systems because it's a usual waste of time and yada yada yada. But I'm also cheap, so my cheapness weighs over the wanting and needing of the other. So it's like, okay, well, I like this because I can get like 15. I've seen up to 20% off on discounted for games. It's like, I mean, who cares? I watch 10, maybe 20 minutes of freaking ad reels, or not. You set the ad reels up, you do your bathroom run or whatnot, and you just go. I don't know, it seems to work. So yeah, no, actually, I'm pretty pleased with the sponsorship, and of course you get extra discounts by using my link. So make sure to check that out if you can. I know, again, I enjoy it. We are rapidly moving ahead with this. Yeah, my strip mining is definitely working. Well, obviously it's working. 2,700 ounces for the little bit that we've done so far. That's pretty good. I think I better get these things going. All right, we're gonna go. Should we go one more? No. The second one, the second tier on it, I think is pretty good. That is getting close. All right. I want to oh, it hasn't made it yet. Okay. I was going, what the balls with that? Okay, that. Oh, we're looking for that now. Actually, it needs to go ahead just a touch now again. Just got out of sequence by that much. Okay, so the other end, that end's actually pretty good. That's much better. Nine H. There we go. Oh, and I can use it at basically any distance. Okay, this one's good. Yep. Okay. Back to the huge guy. We're down to 18%. We need to fill them up quickly. We don't want them going empty. Holy crap! I forgot something. One, the shaker's not on. Two, there's also no water going to the plant. We finished with all that stuff, but did we actually do the other part to it? No. Bed. Very bad. Dirt's still going up into it. Yes. Okay. Cool. Brain fart aside, we survived that one. Definitely have a little spacing gap between stuff, but that's okay. I think we effectively survived the paramounting oops. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that cleanup actually. I'm thinking with 2,700 ounces being that cleanup, we should, with this oblong cut, we should be actually sitting at about 5,000. What hydraulic hoses almost broke? I fixed these ones. And everything else is new. Unless it's talking about a hydraulic hose that's still on the plant that I have. That could be part of it. That is actually kind of believable, actually. We are taking off some pretty good ground in a short period of time. I'm gonna actually back up. I don't know how much is left in this other little piece. 88, 50. Okay, we can take that one off. The 88, I think, is probably even still some of this, and we can end the bottom corner, so I'm not worried about it. We can clean that out as we go. Because I'll start peeling out of this guy too. I know it's a long swing, but I'm not moving these damn things any more than I have to. There's not terribly much out of there. There's probably only 88, but I need a certain percentage of it, and we might as well run it anyways, because, well, it's something, right? It gives something. On a belt. That's good because I kind of ran it empty. We'll do the same thing again. We'll load it up to about 50%. Then we may not do a wash plant clean out, but we'll fuel everything up and we'll get everything organized. We'll pay for the cost of everything, and seeing big piles anywhere, so I think we're doing all right. There we go. Now it's starting to mark off, so we'll take a look at that one now. But yeah, to boost all the way up to 78th, that tells me that big orange beast in a short period of time, basically 10,000 ounces out of this claim so far, that has really boosted us. Yeah, I was going to look at that, wasn't I? Yeah, I can effectively take that one off. 187, 456, 518, 468, 217, and that one's now got 100, but that's because I think it's falling off the edge of the conveyor. So I think I'm just going to work backwards here, take off what I normally take off, and then we'll see. Yeah, it's sort of building up in the bottom. That's fine. I'm not really concerned by it. Oh, I'm terrified. I am terrified of this. Whatever will we do? Yeah, so it's like it's stuck on the sidewall. It is actually kind of amazing. We are thrashing through the ground at a high rate of speed. So we are definitely going to need a bit. We know it's about 1.2 million per thousand. So we have basically the land of Nighthawk in our arsenal right now. Build this up a bit since we can with it. I'll go back over here now and work my way through. Now before, we were blasting through it and it was sort of chunks, and then nothing, and then chunks, and then nothing, and then chunks. So the one biggest thing is I'm always checking to see how the plant's doing. And with a steady flow, we're at 3%. Which is good. We are... Anything that's a steady flow is good. If anybody wants to know why I'm not talking, it's because I'm actually eating my lunch real quick. So I just mute it. That was the quickest, basically shove food in my face I think I've done in a while. Tasty, but hopefully it didn't eat it too fast. I do have issues with that. Okay, gonna have to go backwards here pretty soon again. I still can't believe how much ground I've actually chewed through. I also don't really understand how much ground is actually going over the conveyor system right now and how much that's going to equate to the wash plant. Probably a fair bit. Like again, it doesn't seem like much, but we are actually chewing through it pretty damn quick. Like I may only stream for maybe another hour. There's a bunch of stuff I actually do want to get done outside and a bunch of other stuff. So definitely want to stop this at some point and go at it, but at the same time I'm also quite intrigued of how much we can actually dig out and do. Okie dokie. I am not looking forward to the moment that I really have to move these. They always get out of alignment. Always. Oh, there's 70%. I shall check out these squares as soon as I'm getting them basically down to the end. This one I don't really care about. It's just the means of cleaning out the big squares, but there's still gold in them. There's still actually quite a bit of gold in them. Like, that one's got 220, that one's got 212, that's only got 140 now. So's this, actually. These ones are getting less. That's 210, 500, 560, 550. But the fact that we've already got one full row done and we're already halfway across these ones, we've dug a lot of frickin' dirt. Well, a plant we know is chewing through a pile of dirt in a short period of time. Almost at 90% there. Apparently I just need to slow down. Slow way down. Okie dokie. Someone on. Oh, still sitting at 78. That's good. It is getting harder and harder to reach that, so sooner or later I'm going to have to bite the bullet and move them. maybe after we get if I could actually just drive straight with it, it might not be too bad. You know, shrink up the belt and just move it forward. Because we're seemingly doing the both spans, so. And yeah, I am cleaning up this edge over here. They're just plunking away. Actually, one thing I haven't done in a while, because we're waiting for that to chew through it, is let's go check out the plant. 6%. Pretty steady water coming out of the plant. Hey, cool, it's down to 60%. We let it go a bit. I find if I don't do that, it's just adding up too much too quickly. I mean, I could put the belt on speed mode again, but I don't know if we were actually going any faster doing that. Nope, I went white. I think just clean that corner out and we'll see. Okay, that square is basically done. We're pretty close to it. Let's take a look. That one's 99, that one's 35. Yep, pretty much done. So there we go, there's another big square done. Still can't believe how much frickin' ground we're chewing through. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna have to move the plant after I get these ones cleaned up. Just let it work a bit here. I mean, we are chewing again through a lot. I'm curious to know at the end of the night. Last night was 4,000, and that was mostly with the truck. But I think we've cleared off just about as much as what that one was. I think. It has dried up and is no longer flowing again at 5 o'clock at night. I think I'm not reliant on that, huh? I think I'm gonna have to let her work its way down. I think I might have some chips right now while I wait for it to do stuff, so hang on. Okay. Had a quick little handful of chips. It won't take us long to build that back up to a 90% or so. Then unfortunately I think we're gonna have to move it. As much as I want to move it, I think we're gonna have to. So otherwise I'm not gonna be able to reach much more. But if we can't reach anymore, that'll be the point when we turn them off. We'll fill them up again. It'll give us an excuse to do all of that. I mean, we are just about down here anyways. That was 93. $96. Got a little bit more right in here. And I think we are pretty close to ready for a move. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm just moving this right out of the way for now. Well, I'd have to say we made a pretty good sized hole in a short period of time. 59 left in that one. 168, 213, 101. It's kind of obvious why for some of those. Yeah, we're getting close. I just gotta let that run right down again, and then I'll, like I said, I'll shut it all off. Alright, new plan. We will speed this one up. Doesn't matter if it adds up there. It'll burn through this one faster. Okay, this one's good to go. So we're going to do about like that. Still some on this one. The point is to empty the belt, so. Alright, how are we fixated now for this? Didn't actually move it that far, but I think that's okay. Might actually, might move it a little bit more. Okay, I think we're gonna call that one good right there. Yeah, I think that's gonna be better. So once I park it up here, I can clean this spot off again. Really good, and then we could just move on from there. Okay, these ones I'm just gonna shut down. And then 9. We will just age it up. We're at 11% already. We're just going to shut everything off. I know I'm not stopping the stream yet. Like I said, we'll still continue on for a little bit more. But we need to fill everything up, and there's no point running it until we have everything in the bag and ready to go. It cost about $600 for that time. That wasn't bad. This really isn't too bad for water. Now that I got a system going. But yeah, 11% for the wash plant already is pretty damn good considering we just started again. Mind you, we did take off a whole freaking block section again for this. Oh, I guess the big boy first, right? Fill him up, and then, yeah, I think I'll move ahead just a bit. Like, back up over here. Clean this area entirely off. Because even though there's not much left on this one, I think for the most part, these two are just because of the pile of dirt that's on them. From the little bits that we sort of fell off the belt. But we only have, before the notch here, we only have 2 more rows here. So those ones will clean up real quick. Yeah, we are rapidly running out of dirt. I'm doing the wide berth. Fill these guys up. I don't think there's... Yeah, there's 1% left in this one. So yeah, we'll fill up like we did before. We'll fill up this guy and then we'll start all these guys again. Well, that's not bad. Ain't bad. Safety first, I can get right under, right here to fill it. Yeah, these conveyors are huge, but I think it's worthwhile having them. So that one's done. I have Fred the monster here. I don't know how. He's down to 85. He's still fine. Got it. Water source is flowing again. I have 23% left in this tank. It might fill this. That's actually not a very big tank. It actually does pretty good. Oh, we have 14%. Screw it. Let's see if we can casually back up and go around this corner to fill up Jenny. That's probably pretty close. Or close enough. It's just like right here. I don't always drop something, but when I do, I just make sure I just drop it right in front of me on the ground. Alright, so that almost filled up. I don't think we have to worry about that too much. That's pretty good. It almost pushed me sideways into a big fuel tank. I'm not at all comfortable with that. So this thing will be full. Yeah, I've used a ton of fuel out of it. So we're sitting at 11%. That's not bad. I won't turn it on yet. As I go along, I'll turn all of them on. I'll wait for this guy though. That's a pretty good ridge right there. So that fuel tank's full. That's a pretty good spike of dirt right there. Like I said, it's not going to take very long to fill up that. And then we'll be back to work. Okie dokie. That's about 93. I think we'll do one more bucket out of here and then we're just about done that block too, so there we go. It's full. We got a new hump starting there, so that's good. We're going to hit Jeebus there. Hit that one there. We'll hit 9. Right, it's that button. Loaded up at 5% already. Did I turn the water right off? Oh, it's not connected. That's why. There we go, now it's shaking down. For that thing to even get dirt in it, it takes a lot. A lot. But there we go. You know what? I might actually drive right up to the outside edge here. That way I can really dig this piece out. It's my old dumping spot. There's 65%. Yeah, I am tiptoeing on the edge of destiny there. Literally tiptoeing. I may do one more cleanup before I end the stream, because it doesn't actually take that long to do. But when I get close to 2 o'clock, where I was thinking of ending the stream, that's when we'll stop production on stuff and we'll see where we sit. Do like a final gold way tally. Which is actually pretty cool if we did that. You know what? I might actually crank these things up to full spec. Because once we get a rhythm going, it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure that wash plant can handle it. I think the reason why there's different steps in the first place is not because of the orange beast. I think it has to do directly relate to the other one. Like how your other wash plants can handle the excess loads. The orange beast, I'm pretty sure can handle whatever the frick you're pumping into it. There's no way I'll be able to keep up to the belt now, but it's fine. It's getting Okay, well, get stuck on the ridge then, you bastard. See, now it's probably already at 1 or nothing. Alright, clearing the top of this one. Can't be that much left in that one. There was 114 when we first looked. Okay, not an issue. I think we've got... We'll take a look. That one still has 150. That one still has 160. Really? Alright, but if you say so, I'll remove whatever mystery you think is there. It's already full. You're losing pay dirt. Huh? What is? Alright. It's that belt. Why is that belt going so fucking slow? For fuck's sakes, I had you on high. Why'd you switch? They all literally have to go the same speed because it otherwise doesn't work. But having that much pay dirt rolling, yeah, it's at 14%. We are actually making miles on it. It took actually a fair bit of ramping it up to fill it up. I'm just trying to work that corner all out because then at least then it can't possibly show 150 ounces still sitting there. Or maybe it can, I don't know. Mobile wash plant. Oh boy, let's get one of those. Or not. Could you imagine strip mining like this in Uncle Arnold's claim? That would be wild. So now it should be, yes, there we go. This one's still 162, but that makes obvious sense. going to straighten up and go backwards here. Because now I think we can actually sort of get ourselves quasi in line here and start working with it. I'm slowly maybe building it up, but that's only because I'm working really close next to it, but I won't keep up this very long. Well, it's getting close to our time to stop the stream, but I may just work just a touch longer just to get a little bit more of a cleanup again. I mean, pumping through the dirt that we're going through right now, this thing is moving. We're doing alright. We're chewing through it. By tonight, I think we'll get the oblong cut done and the dot cut. Then we'll have to figure out what exactly we can do. Because the one thing is, I think what we should still be able to buy waterfall, just simply because at right now that's easily over $3 million that I have sitting there that we could smelt. And I know 3 million doesn't sound like much, and on top of the 3 million that we have, everyone's still going, yeah, you're still short a bit. And you're not wrong. I am obviously short quite a bit to be able to buy it. I actually would probably prefer having like 12 million, so we're actually about 6 million short. I'll start peeling this stuff off again. But I can reach it now. It is a little ways away with this, but oh well. Now, just out of curiosity, let's go to the plant anyways. Oh, we're at 18%. I'll do this last bucket and then we'll do a quick cleanup. We'll see what we're sitting at, and yeah, we'll go from there. Beast is off. Beast is off. So that's what an engine looks like in these things, huh? Not really. That's not really much of it. And whatever have you. Okay, that's the last of that one. Let's see anything more on it. Okay, looks like that is the last on that one. Belt's all clear. we might be close to 19%. I don't want to move it. I don't want to move it, move it. Plunk. I can shut off the shaker. Alright, let's see what our efforts and futility were for this one. I know this is only 18%. The last few that we've done is a lot more than that. There is the pail there. I'm going to take these off while I wait. Then we get to see clean up before I take off. And then I won't be back till later. No, that's only 63. It's usually 80. Oh, wait, yeah, duh. We're only 18%, not 25. It makes perfect sense why it's like this. We only did 18%. So duh, it's going to be less than what last time was. How do you expect anything less, dumbass? I don't know, it looks like we're getting less gold. No, we're getting the exact same amount of gold. The biggest difference being is it's not as much of a percentage as what we had before. Doesn't mean the gold weight isn't going to be good. I should have dumped the pail. I know it. I know full well now I should have. It's not done processing, it's just full. See? Just full. Okay, I can now take these ones. We can process these. And I can put the grills back on for those. See, not bad at all. Oh, it's the end of the night. So we actually ran more yardage than we did the night before at 4,800. Produced 2,700, only 300 ounces less than what we did before. The machines are now down to 85, so at the end of it, it was actually pretty good. I mean, the yardage is more anyways, but excuse me. Excuse me. Why can't I pick you up anymore? There we go. Right, let's get the last of these on. Cool beans. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, well, that's in there now. I put it in the wrong one. Oh, okay, whoop-de-doo. Maybe it's just as good? I don't know. You'll have less magnetite now. Oh, well. Actually, we got even more magnetite out of all this than anything else. Might have been worth cleaning it out. Magnetite almost went up the same rate as the freaking gold. Right. Wasn't as much, remember? But we'll see how much it goes up. We still made 2,200 ounces out of it. I don't think anyone can complain about that. Or shouldn't. So that gets our totals up to 19,000. Which means we are, yeah, we're in 74th. So bottom of it, Smear and Welder Boy are 7,700 ounces and 85. Half Track, Flint is 10,000. Your Complaint put here is 12,900. And then we go all the way up to here. I passed Stay Puffed with 16, Hound Dog, Razor, Club Mix, Beowulf, Pierce Washington, and Alpha. And I beat Alpha by basically 60 some, actually 50, 56 ounces. 68 ounces. Yeah. 66 ounces, that's what it was. And then the Burt and the rest of them are 23. So I just need 4,000 more ounces and I blast past all of these guys too. That's insane. That is insane. But at 5,000, I can roughly figure this for everyone. At let's see here. We're sitting at about 1207 times by 5,066 is about 6.1 million. We're about 6.1 million. We're just shy, which means there is more than enough ground there for us to do all the managing and whatnot. But anyways, we're not going to do any more till tonight. I hope you guys have enjoyed the time that we've done so far today. And of course, I will say this, and I always say this. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Or been around for a while and just not subscribed yet. Hit that subscribe button on the YouTube side. It's below the video in the house scroll in the bottom right corner. Some say that he thinks magnetite is unobtainium and thinks it's worth billions. I think he's nuts, so smack him upside the head and push that button, would you? Then also flip over to the kick side, hit the follow and subscribe over there as well. And also, again, I will say big thank you to the sponsor for doing sponsorship. And that is, of course, through G2A. And it is a watch and save. So the more videos you watch, the more you save on video games. So make sure to check that out. The links are in the chat, so go check them out. And we'll see everyone on the next one. Take care.